Hey, what's going on, guys? Jay Will here again at Veteran Nerd Review. Gonna give you guys another figure review on the Marvel Legends Deluxe Mojo figure. Came as a singular pack. This is not the boxed up one that comes with the 3-pack of Longshot and Spiral and the little miniature Wolverine. This is just the one that came by itself. And I'm doing a little bit something different for you guys because of the fact this figure comes as you see it in a bunch of pieces inside of its packaging. I'm gonna kind of do them like a builder figure, even though it's not a builder figure. So you guys are gonna sit up with me, and we're gonna discover some things together, and put this guy together, and go over the articulation and everything as a group, as a family. So yeah. First off, guys, if you can, go ahead and hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share your thoughts after the video. Hit the notification bell so that way you guys can be looped in on any more videos that are coming down the pipeline for you guys. And yeah, let's get into it. I think first off, I'm gonna go ahead and slide this guy, all his pieces back just a little bit, so that we can take a look at the packaging first. Go ahead and angle my camera up just a little bit. And for the packaging, we have this nice big carded box here. Marvel's Mojo. This guy has always creeped me out ever since I was a kid, just reading comic books and seeing how he looks and everything, how he was stenciled and penciled and everything. He's definitely a very creepy looking guy. Got some artwork right there in the back. A little bit of a reader right there. You guys want to read it? Once it focuses, you can pause it. Come on, come on. Focus, focus, focus. Don't worry, guys, I'll be getting a new camera one of these days. Yeah, well, we can try again at the end of the video. Or I can just read it for you guys if you want me to. The interdimensional television impresario Mojo has a sight set on the X-Men as the next big, and it focuses, of course, as I'm reading it. Just can't find good help these days, I guess. But yeah, what it looks like on the back. Artwork of the head sculpt and extra pieces, hands right there. Man, he is like a really big figure, and just it's crazy how much you have to put into this guy. But yeah, more artwork from the comic books right there. So, but yeah, other than that, not much else going on with the packaging. So let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Let's get to the man of the hour here. And like I said, we'll be doing it like a build-a-figure. So we're gonna just figure out what parts go with what, and we're gonna piece them all together as a family. But yeah, this looks like his stomach, of course. I'm just gonna assume this goes right here on top of this little base right here, a little platform deal. Gonna go ahead and pick that in. Yeah, that fits in pretty nice. Nice little click. So I'm assuming this is gonna, of course, go on top right here. Unfold his arm so I get a nice grip. And come on, is it on there? Is it on there? Yeah, that's definitely on there. So yeah, upper torso is attached to his stomach. Leave this piece right here, plugs into the back. Yeah, this plugs into the back. Like the back of his chair right here. Then you got his I guess tentacle / snake deal arm thing here. Plug that into the back. There it goes. Yeah, it does plug in there. It's in there. There we go. And then, of course, we're gonna choose one of his heads. Wait, before I get to his head, plug these tentacles, or these hoses, into his arms. I think. This one come out. Try the other side. And plug this into his arm like that. There we go. Oops. There we go. That looks like it works. Find the other one. Plug this in the back of his chair, and then plug this into the back of his shoulder, or the side of his shoulder. So, alright, that looks pretty good. Go ahead and stand his, kind of like move his legs around a little bit. Might have to expand my camera or move my camera around a little bit just to get a good glimpse and everything, a good view of him. Wow, he's a lot bigger than I imagined, but that's fine. We'll make it work. These nice creepy looking spidery legs he has on his chair. Not looking too bad so far. Definitely feel like I'm already feeling like it was worth the $55 I paid for admission. Arrange these arms right here in the front a little bit. Now that looks somewhat decent. And now we're going to go ahead and select the head. Which one looks creepier? Probably the one with the tongue out. Come on. There we go. Alright. Everything's all nice and plugged in. Alright, and there you have it. We have Mojo in all his weird or gross glory. Up. There we go. Just had to slide that back in. It looked crooked for a second. There we go. But yeah, we have him. We have him out of the packaging and fully assembled. And man, this is a creepy looking figure, and I believe that captures what he is, or who he is. So, not a bad looking figure for what it is. Definitely captures the styling of the character, I believe. His stomach is a soft plastic that you can push in. It's like he actually has a belly. It's weird. Like you can push. There you go. You can push parts of his stomach in. It's like it's on a frame maybe, or like a skeleton kind of like deal inside of it. But yeah, soft, pliable stomach. But yeah, there we have him. We have Mojo. Wow, highly detailed figure. I definitely see a lot of comic book and cartoon inspiration from him, from this figure here. But the articulation is on this thing is going to be crazy. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Let's go ahead and start where I want to start. We'll start with the tail deal right here. The main portion of this big snake neck thing is like just pretty much solid piece. It doesn't move around on its own, but it can rotate side to side a little bit like that. And the I guess stinger portion is on a ball joint, so it does get a good little range of wobble right there all the way around. Nice paint job and detailing right there. Definitely looks like a pincher or like a stinger or something like that, like a scorpion. His head gets like maybe a small amount, from what I can tell so far, of a movement due to it being on a dumbbell joint and it just popped off. But you get like a good bit of rotation up in there maybe. There we go, yeah. Can go down just a little bit, up, forward, or backwards. Get a good, a little bit of a head tilt in there. You can slide his head back and forth, side to side maybe. Just a little bit. Shoulder holes popped out. Yeah. But shoulders can move up to the sides that far. Down that far. They can't go all the way around, of course. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows that bend in pretty far. If I can get this one. Yeah, there we go. Coming down to his hands. He does get wrist swivel with back and forth motion in this hand. The other two hands he comes with both have back and forth swivel as well. And you get sort of a diaphragm joint up here. Bit of rotation. And you can tilt from side to side. Stomach is fixed in this positioning on the base right here, because it's obviously you can see little fork deals right here that kind of like have an engraving mark where his stomach is supposed to stay right there, kind of. And then all of his legs are articulated on the base here. You have the ball joint right there at the base connection point that also rotates. Then you have another ball joint, well, not per se a ball joint, but a joint right here that gets that motion, but it can also rotate of its own accord as well. So you get good range right there. Then you have a second one, or I say a 1, 2, 3, third joint down. It gets the motion right there, back and forth motion, and it can of course rotate of its own accord. And you get that with all 6 arms all the way around, individual arms on the sides here, and then the front arms. You get the same ball joint right here that gets the rotation motion with the back and forth motion. Then you get the same 2 joints as well further down the arm. So you get like a good range of motion on all 8 legs, spidery legs. And at the very end right here, you get the nice little clamp looking deal that also rotates of its own accord. So yeah, you definitely get a good range of motion with all the legs here. He's definitely a very big, beefy looking figure. Very ugly, like he's supposed to be. Moving him around a lot, you do get the hoses popping out of his shoulder joints and everything, but that's to be expected by now. They are soft plastic though, so they're not going to break or anything. You can just always fix his shoulders how you want them to be, and then just plug them back into his arms or back into his shoulders. But yeah, this guy is pretty insane, literally, and definitely different aspects of the word. Wow, great detailing all the way through. I'm definitely very impressed with it so far. The lighting, well, the button effects right here in the back, and all the tubing and hoses and electrical wires and cords and everything going through this figure. He looks astounding. Definitely something I feel like it's worth the pickup now. Now that I have him in my hands for like the $55, he definitely feels like it's worth the $55 to me anyway. So, if you guys come across him for that price or less, go ahead and pick him up. I think I may have got him a little bit cheaper when they had a sale on Hasbro. I think I got him for like maybe $35 or so. But yeah, if you can't get him for that price, 55 or less, go ahead and pick him up. Pick him up. What are you waiting for? Definitely worth picking up and putting in your X-Men display. He looks amazing. He looks ugly like he's supposed to. As far as accessories he goes, he does come with, like I said, the alternate hands here, the big grippy claw hands, and he has the pointing hand. This grippy hand right here. Then of course he has the alternate head with the tongue inside of his mouth. So yeah, and for comparisons real quick, let's go ahead and bring in Spiral. And let's go ahead and bring in Tiger Stripe Wolverine. Yeah, so you see how those look together. And I don't have Longshot, as I mentioned before, I believe, in this video. But I will be getting him later on down the line, along with a couple other retro carded figures from this wave that came out recently. But yeah, definitely a pretty cool looking figure, worth the pickup, guys. I appreciate you guys for stopping by and checking out the video and everything. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe. As I mentioned in her video, I do have a second Spiral that is going in the raffle, so you guys might want to be interested in that. You guys might be able to buy a raffle ticket for like $2 and end up winning a Spiral figure. So yeah, you might, you might want to just, you might. So what can it hurt? Getting a subscription there. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for stopping by. This might have been a bit of a rough video because this guy kind of took me by surprise. But yeah, you guys stay safe out there. Later.